Tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
You gotta try Dawn Winery's Dandelion Wine. Anything the Knights can do for you?
When I was adventuring in the open sea.
Everything's ready.
Feast your eyes! Come at me! Sight clear!
Let me read your verse.
Watch and learn! Come at me! Sight clear!
Quit following me. The wind rises. Behold! Frostbite.
No one escapes my sight!
Ignite Phantasmagoria. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked.
No escape.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
I summon thee.
No rest.
You're in for a little shock.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
We shall prevail! Flee!
Just like we rehearsed.
Surrender and be gentle.
Oh, so sorry.
Grant us your blessing! You!
Try this on the side. Right.
Hear my prayer! Flee! Come a little closer.
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Do your work!
Grant us your blessing!
Just like we rehearsed.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Yield!
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. Relax.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see!
How's everything going with your thesis?
I should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it. Thankfully, that didn't come to pass.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things get settled?
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
They're really out of their minds, making Alhaitham the acting Grand Sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? No! It's because I don't understand why they chose him! He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use of his time. What brazen arrogance, misery of miseries, for the academia to have him as the acting Grand Sage?
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Alhaitham. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. Lots of things being said about him. Hard to tell what's true and what isn't, though. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of Alhaitham being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now. He really doesn't like Alhaitham. Hey! Are you okay? You don't look too good.
The Matra.
The Matra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to a Matra about something important.
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to a Matra?
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine. We'll take you to a Matra. We promised to take him to a Matra, but we don't know that many, do we? Oh, wait! Sino should be back at the Academia! Let's go find him!
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation.
Swallow Fury!
Relax. Too slow. Quit following me.
introduces us, but is Sino at the Academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Siraj.
Siraj.
Vahumana Reese.
Yes, one of their most renowned. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next
I want to report him. He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. I ran as fast as I could, a little slower and...
There's no rush. Please, what kind of experiments was he conducting?
I don't...
Huh? You can't remember...
All I remember is Siraj. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern.
Even if what you say is... All right. But before that, I would like to admit it.
You think I'm lost?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is... Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while?
Huh? I'll hate them.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kinda weird for you to be working with Amatra. Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
All right, in that case, I'll fill you in on Ilyas' claim that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Academia right now. He applied for It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
The wind rises. Quit following me. Swallow Fury.
This new shipment of items, so we...
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. What's our next course of action? Acting Grand...
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure. Though I'd rather he just protect himself.
He's the same as ever, casually ignoring people.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope...
Why is this so...
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha! I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Ksharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name is Narendra.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction at the tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead ends here. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that front. However, I am curious, what do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the Academia then. I'll leave Ilyas in your care.
Follow me.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, and Narendra didn't give us any leads. Ugh, that means we're stuck. Oh, Hatham, are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
You couldn't be further from the truth, but I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human evolution. From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the academia. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately decided to reject the application.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again? Maybe something new will pop up.
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times. And no matter how hard I try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard I try. But I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such, we'll do everything we can to help you regain your memories.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help you get them all back.
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. And my head's always ringing. It feels like I could faint at any moment. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow. Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the academia called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in charge there.
The window
upon the gale. Too slow. The wind rises.
Please show me your credentials before borrowing books.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Please show me your credentials before borrowing books.
Quit following me. Upon the gale.
Maybe I'll borrow something to read.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office. Have you taken a look? Are there any issues with it?
I did. Recent research expenses have decreased quite a bit compared to past figures.
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with research needs. But that can be a rather convoluted topic. Might I ask why you are here today?
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilyas. He worked part-time here, and he's here for his paycheck.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilyas, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word. Everyone had to pick up the slack.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. However, there is one thing that is yet to be settled. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up on his off-site research application. He retracted his application he's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask...
Understood. Then, about my paycheck.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything again. Be considerate to your colleagues and give them some Is this acceptable?
I have no objections.
Squall Fury! Too slow.
The wind rises. Squall and fury.
Elias? Long time no see. What can I do for you?
I heard that you canceled your research project, so I'm just here to ask you why.
Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I just don't feel like going anymore. I'm not the only one who canceled, right?
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might you be? You look sort of familiar.
Oh, don't mind me. Please, continue.
Well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time. No one wants to risk starting any new research until it's clear how things will pan out in the future.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new Sages would have interest in, right?
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only reason for the lack of motivation to start new research.
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha terminal shut down. I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kinds of knowledge to perform any of the research we do. Back then, the Akasha it was beyond
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can be bothered to manually sift through data and files ever again? There are only a handful of people at the academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized researcher to start a project before although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to do is focus on our assigned tasks.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head... it hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj said to me as he approached. You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a consciousness under my control. Think only in accordance with a set module, like a worker bee in a beehive.
Paimon doesn't get it. What does that even mean?
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving first, he would rank test subjects in this overmind would then divide tasks into lastly, members would share their memory.
Paimon still doesn't get it.
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of Siraj believes this collective consciousness is
Whoa. Squishy.
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers, smaller numbers were ranked higher. So I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the high...
Oh no, then we gotta hurry! We have to stop him before it's complete!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't recall where the cave is. I'm really sorry.
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all. However, something doesn't seem right.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number.
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system...
Please, wait! I heard you all talking about soulxx just now.
Huh?
Well, soulxx is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from soulxx. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She...
The wind rises.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about...
Ilyas?
Do you know me?
Are you playing dumb?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my...
And? Are you trying to say that or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to...
That's enough. I heard that soulxx once invited you to join his project.
So, what if it is? soulxx did extend an invitation. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number 45. No one wants to be placed at the bottom.
Ilyas is number 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45.
Tell me, did soulxx...
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the... They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had extracted from each person. I don't know how soulxx got his hands on that document.
I see. He believes that this data...
Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to... at most.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked as 45.
What else do you know about soulxx?
That's it. He came to me, I refused, and that was the end of it. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had enough of this eyesore.
Please, wait. I still want to know what I did in the past.
You really forgot?
I swear, I don't remember anything.
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memories.
I see. You know what? It's better this way. I get angry just thinking about it, so I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you got a lot of people in trouble back then, including me. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you very much. Do you really not remember anything?
I really don't. But after she said that, I've had this heavy feeling in my chest. I guess I did something really horrible.
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against soulxx in this case, no one can force you to remember if you don't.
I'm not sure what to do. But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily. I still want to remember everything.
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right. Then let's return to the House of...
Squall Fury!
let's split up for now. Ilyas, you go and deal with that. The rest of you, come to the archives. We'll meet back here later and then head over to Gandharva.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilyas. Being nervous...
That's true. I'll also try my best to remember anything else.
I'm holding you to that. See you later. Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice.
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic fraud, and you were the one who reported him. Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and This incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you... What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need...
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but...
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no... Just do what you think is right.
Thank you.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilyas's paycheck to his...
rises. Storm Fury! The wind rises.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing.
You sure everything's okay? Ilias!
I'm fine. Just a minor headache.
Back then, I told you not to be. I can't imagine how things are going for you.
You don't have to force yourself.
I'm all right. I just...
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has...
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilias doesn't feel... Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your headache?
It's much better now. Oh,
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried. Don't mind their nagging. It's just that after hearing...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see. I remember now. Don't worry, I remember now.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your decision. But Mom, I don't care if you're a hero or not.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good.
More so these two. My name is Alhaitham, and this is the Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, I feel more at ease knowing that my brother has friends. Would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then. Take care of yourself, Ilias.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make you guys worry again.
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person.
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. Remember when I asked at the tavern if I said that there was a sense of
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that... Strange, isn't it? What?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first, I remember...
Really? That's, Paimon remembers that you said there are 2 things that you had to do. What about the other one? Are we not...
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness, or it'll be too late.
You're right. Let's head out.
There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever. Squall and Fury. Wind rises.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look. Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Ilyas, do you remember this place? Huh? Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and...
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the...
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people...
But he's obviously taking advantage of you! He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, that's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters, and casual threats and insults. All for a measly 20,000 mora? He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective. Not entirely. Here you are.
To ashes!
Squall and Fury. How amusing.
Flicker.
Behold! How amusing.
Flicker. How bold.
Squall and Fury!
Ah! You dare to gaze upon me? Ah!
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
I'll hate them. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have...
You could have played hero any time. So I
don't understand what you guys are saying.
It's a shame. Everyone has been working hard to
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting John... None of this affects you. Now our futures are up in the air.
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
Ilias, this is all very strange. Is there... Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other Maybe you should try to improve your relation.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my men?
Siraj, I've heard of you.
The world hates people who don't... After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you are... However, how about it?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him, and we're gonna make him explain himself!
The wind rises.
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I wanted to see you one last time as Ilias. And I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here. To throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the Hive. That was my task.
You were already Siraj number 36?
Yes, I truly did forget many things during... However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham. So I had to create the
And the best guise is when you believe your own lie.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memory. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, only here can I be truly free. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the collective. And so... this is goodbye.
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 30. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a...
Do you need more time to consider, Ilias?
Hey, who are...
That is...
So you're that giga jerk!
Giga jerk? How
You...
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought.
You're just trying to justify...
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous... People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering set. Isn't that right, Ilya? There's no need to deny this. As it is fact, it is natural for social creatures to congregate together. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony... Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once, Eric... A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care, but I didn't give up.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where they're in? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look, you aren't an outcast, aren't we?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that
Ilias?
You two are just as arrogant as all Hatham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. Al-Hatham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish pack. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it! Wait, so you knew that, and then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj! Wouldn't expect any less from you, Al-Hatham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... wait. It's back to normal already.
Al-Hatham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
So many monsters. Where did they come from? And...
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters.
Hey, Al-Hatham?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the... You two just need to brace yourselves for the news.
Well, alright. Time and...
Scatter!
Busted! Things are about to get dicey.
Squall and Fury!
Everybody stand! Al-Hatham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. It must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
Here you are.
The wind rises.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Behold!
Gotcha. Quiet.
Squall and Fury!
How
more music. Know your place.
Quicker.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Things gone wrong with the academia. The march.
You're dead!
Power that ended Haishan!
Swan Fury! What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
Busted!
Swan Fury!
You dare to gaze upon me?
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Wind rises. That's far enough.
Here you are.
You haven't won yet!
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Was there an error?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made him... error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Scatter!
Quicker.
Gotcha!
You're dead! Behold!
Know your place.
Busted! Take it easy. No! Quietly now. Gotcha!
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down the list! Soulxx is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus. For example, Ilios did have. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this, the disturbance that Ilios caused, setbacks in the plan further apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, a few words were enough. Believe in the power.
You were already thinking of a way to You knew that Ilios would.
I knew it from the moment. Moreover, I never looked down. You have a naive view towards the You would never let a test.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like—
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. Someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant?
Is that not so? You view people as a simple, mediocre collective.
Regardless, I have lost.
You will stand trial, yes. But I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's—
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several—
Wait, what do you mean you left a— Oh, Paimon remembers! So you really did know that something was up with
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago.
Seriously? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Soulxx sent
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, All-Hatham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
And off he goes. There's...
was involved in all these plans? What came over me?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that whether he's the scribe or the acting...
We can discuss the future later. I didn't feel anything towards all. Siraj made us. From how things look,
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure. Paimon will help you.
It's okay. No matter...
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all... We can ask Alhaitham...
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come but I didn't have the courage. So in the end...
Ilya?
Don't be sad. However, I didn't come out of the... I realized that the understanding that gave...
You can do it.
Thanks. Can you keep this a secret? Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place. Are you too hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Get some rest. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates.
Okay, you stay... Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity.
Hey, we're not your... What? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened.
See ya. Are you done? Your behavior is
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Relax. You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.